Okay, long ago and far away, people had lots of gods. They had a god for making friends, and a god for getting a new job, and a god to help you get better when you get the sniffles. Well, when you wanted to make a god really happy with you, you'd make a little statue of the god and put it on your shelf, and it was called an idol. And if you did that, that was honoring to the god, and the god would be nice to you and maybe do something good for you. Well, if you needed an even bigger favor from God, you'd give God something to eat. And so people thought, well, what do I like to eat? What makes me happy? And they said, steak. I love steak. God must love steak too. So what they did was they gave God steak. They put a cow on the grill and cooked it up, and the smoke went up to the sky where God could eat it. Well, sometimes when you needed a really, really, really big favor from God, you had to give him something really special, something even more special than steak. And people thought and thought and thought, and they thought, what's the most valuable thing that we could give God to eat? And what they thought was people. We could give God people. That would really show the God that we care and that we want him to do this thing for us. It would be a really big favor. And they figured the God's favorite kind of people to eat would be kids. Seriously. This gets better, I promise. So back then, there was a guy named Abraham, and he had just recently met a new God named Yahweh, who was different from the other gods somehow. He was still learning how different. And he was thinking one day, what does Yahweh want? What could I give to Yahweh that would really show him how much I like him? And he thought, you know what, I'll make Yahweh one of my gods. That I have a lot of these other gods for the sniffles and for my new car and things like that. I'll just make Yahweh one of my special gods, and I'll hold them all together and really do good things for them. But Yahweh said, no, Abraham, I'm not like the other gods. I don't want to share you. I want you to be my special one and only, and I'll be your special one and only. I'll be your God, and you'll be my person. And Abraham agreed. Then later he was thinking, you know, I know what Yahweh wants. He wants me to make a statue of him and put him up on my shelf to show that I honor him. But Yahweh said, no, Abraham, I'm not like the other gods. I don't want a little statue. I don't want you to have a little statue of me. I want you to have me. And Abraham agreed. Well, one day, Abraham was thinking some more. He said, you know, I know what Yahweh wants. He wants me to sacrifice a person to him. That would really show him how much I believe in him and like him. I'm going to sacrifice my son, my one and only son, Isaac. And he even went about it, and he took Isaac up on a mountain, and he tied him up and put him on the grill. He was about to kill him when Yahweh said, no, Abraham. I'm not like the other gods. I don't want your child. I don't want you to sacrifice him to me. Instead, I want to sacrifice myself for you. I don't care about temples and sacrifices and all that stuff. I care about justice and goodness and mercy and walking humbly with God. And Abraham agreed. And Isaac was happy too.